Welcome to Canton City Council. Please turn your cell phone to the library. With the floor being present, Chair calls this Canton City Council to order. Call please. Here. Solon.
Here.
Paul. Here. Gilroy. Daniel. Here. Here. Here.
Can't hear you.
Here. Morris.
Here. Fisher's here.
Gilroy.
Here. Here.
All here.
Can you hear me?
Whoever's got that wind tunnel going, I need it to shut off. And I don't know who's got it. We got other callers called in too. Sorry. Pat, where do you think that's coming from?
Not me.
Sounds a little bit better. That's a lot better. Before we get started, Majority Leader Smuggler would like to say.
You did.
What's happening?
I don't know. I have no audio.
I can't hear them at all.
Unmuted.
I'm muted too. I tried.
All right, guys, we're going to move on here. Today's indication will be given by word by opposition. You would all please stand or remain standing for the pledge of allegiance.
Let us gather in this honorable chamber this evening to continue to do the right and just work of the people. Let us put aside differences of opinion, ideology so that we may further progress in our noble city. Finally, let us work as one in the best interest of our community so that we may continue to build a better Canton for all. Thank you.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council members in the box to go to the meeting right now, all of that matter here in council. So it's
Mr. President, I heard every other word and I've got a wind tunnel. I heard every other word you said and I got a wind tunnel.
want everybody to hang up and call back up.
Mr. President, if everyone could mute until they're need to speak, that may work.
All right, guys, listen, we're going to disconnect. We want everybody to hang up and correct me if I'm wrong, Pat. We want them to hang up and call back in.
On the Levi bridge that we normally use.
And the Levi bridge? The Levi bridge that we normally call in.
Yes. You better somebody other so you better give them that number.
Yeah. And if you have the number, before you guys hang up, I'm going to give you that number.
You have reached the City of Canton Conference Bridge line. Please enter your PIN number to be connected to your conference.
Member Fisher, can you hear me? Member Morris, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Member Fisher, can you hear me?
Yes.
Member Kimbrough, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can.
All right, we should be good to go, hopefully. All right, so moving on. We are now under agenda corrections and changes, Leader Smuggler.
Mr. President, I move Rule 22A be suspended to add second reading of ordinances 16 through 18 to this evening's agenda.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to suspend Rule 22A to add second readings to ordinances 16 through 18 to this evening's agenda. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Showman.
Aye.
Clark.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scavino.
Aye.
Smith. Fisher.
Aye.
Paul.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
So yeas, President.
The motion carries and ordinances 16 through 18 are a legal part of your agenda. We are now under public hearings and we have none for this evening. We are now under old business and there is no old business for this evening. We are now under public speaks and we have 4 speakers for this evening. Our first speaker is Ms. Kimberly Bell. I would like to remind everybody to sign up for public speaks, and you do have 3 minutes, and try to maintain to that time frame out of respect for everybody that's speaking tonight. Ms. Bell, can you please step forward and give us your name and residential address, please?
Yeah, Kimberly Bell, 135 17th Street, Northwest. Hello? Hello? Just my name and address?
Yes, please.
First, I wanna address what, Councilman Schuman was saying about how he was unhappy about, the email that went out that didn't get sent or whatever. Well, I shouldn't say because a lot of y'all need to retire. There needs to be a younger group in here with some fresher ideals, and that's why I'm running for office. I don't know how to be a mayor, but I'm hoping since I'm running in 2023, I'm hoping to get coached by the current mayor. He'll teach me a few things and be a coach for me. And I would like to get the council members under the age of 60. But other than that, let me tell you what I'm here about today. The issue you was here about last week about defunding the police. We need law and order, because if we defund the police and everything turns into the purge, our black neighborhoods will be the first to be attacked by this defunding. No police, no protection, no kids be violated, grandparents and parents will be violated. So you can't defund the police. I mean, you can weed out the bad ones and get some new ones in and stop the buddy system that's in the police department, but you can't defund the police. I had an idea of maybe letting the armed forces police the streets. But there you're gonna have ones with assault rifles on, walking the streets, and everybody's gonna have a curfew, and you can't get the armed forces. So, I mean, you're not gonna please everybody with any issue. So, just do your best. I mean, in order for city council, the mayor, the judges, anything. I'm a paralegal, and I'm a paralegal degree in legal. And, in order for a law to be changed, it has to be changed by a majority opinion. The judges will have to be on the panel. They have to get these the issues in front of the panel, and it can't be decided by one person, it takes a panel. Just like the issues we're dealing with the protests and the Black Lives Matter, you can put it all on the mayor, but he can't take a decision by himself. It has to be done by a panel, it takes time.
Michelle, could you please bring your remarks to a close, please?
Yes, I am, how many seconds I got?
You were actually out of time.
Oh, okay, but back when I was fighting with you guys in September and October, you know, when Muhammad Ali and George Foreman was fighting, as long as the fighting continued, you couldn't get a winner, you couldn't get a winner. So in order to decide who's gonna win this, the fighting gotta stop, and then it'll be decided who won. When I was fighting you guys back then, I dropped my lawsuit. You didn't win, I won, because I made you work for it. That prosecutor that had the case, he had to file, every time I followed him, he had to file.
Ms. Bell,
You had to hire a judge from out of another county to hear my case. So you didn't win, I won.
thank you, Ms. Bell. Our next speaker is Ida Ross Freeman. And I do not see Ms. Freeman in the audience.
That's it.
So, moving on. Our next speaker is Ronald Seymour. Mr. Seymour, could you please step forward to the mic and give us your name and residential address, please?
Yes, my name is Ronald Seymour. Address is at the North Southwest, in Ohio. I'm here to represent Divine Legacy.
Mr. Seymour, you might have to talk just a little bit louder.
We're a nonprofit organization that's basically representing youth in the community. We're asking for funding to help solutions or to help the community and youth or to provide our services. We want to at least try to bring some type of business or buildings for the kids to come through and feel comfortable to express their feelings, anything that's going on behind closed doors at home, school, in the street, provide other services like teaching how to become entrepreneurs on their own businesses, bring different activities and avenues to them so they can get their mind off the streets and work some music. Like there's other ways to bring in income and to I just want to help you, and in order to do that, we need help from the city, the police, you guys, everyone. I'm trying to help stop the violence. I just want to set a positive example. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I feel like we all got a purpose here. And the violence is the main thing I'm trying to attack. Like I want to come to an agreement with the police, at least, the protest shit, that's one thing, but if we can't come to an agreement, then there ain't gonna be no solution, so if I want to be able to be on the team, so we're not even a team, but I'm building my own team, so I also need help from the community, the police, the council, just need some type of funding, we can't do it by ourselves. I'm basically speaking for the people. I don't know what else to say. I usually don't talk in front of a lot of people. So this is like something new to me. I have my silent entertainer director here, Cedric Foster, he's part of Divine Legacy. He had something going on called Back Against the Wall. He's been doing poetry, he's been doing videos about stop the violence. We just had a rally or something on Grossing between 15th and 16th on Gross. Was that yesterday? Yesterday, and we had a few people. We had a nice little turnout, got some pictures, took some videos. I can't really touch on everything I wanted to touch on in a few minutes. I don't know. I'm just trying to bring up, honestly, I just want to bring up, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Miscellaneous Business, but like Ohio. I'm just trying to bring that type of mindset to Canton, Ohio. If you can, whenever you guys get time, I'll time this up, or if you get time after the meeting, and try to look up Vector 90. It's basically touching on the main points I just touched on as far as bringing some here for the kids. Like I said, it's sweet money.
Mr. Seymour, I would encourage you to stay after the meeting. Okay, but thank you for speaking.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Our next speaker is Cedric Foster. Mr. Foster, could you please step forward and give us your name and residential address, please?
Good evening. My name is Cedric Foster. I live at 1602 Olive Place Northeast, Canton, Ohio, 44705. I approve this message. While I'm here, the children. I'm a child of God. We're all children of God. But the innocent ones. We've lived our lives. We've had our chances. We've made our mistakes. We're showing them a lot of our mistakes, a lot of our set ways. Just how everything came together. That's actually my younger brother. I said I wasn't going to say that, but once he found out that I was doing this, just the wave that is being carried on brings me here tonight to address the city council. We need change. For the past 3 years, I've been just basically indulging myself into art, music, poetry, but telling the world my story, how I changed, how I came from there to there, regardless of my circumstances, regardless of what community I grew up in, regardless of what attacks I faced or lived with or dealt with. Now I'm here to speak for the people. I can be a voice, but like I told people earlier today, my presence here is a voice alone. My actions and my words, they do the speaking. So that's simple language arts to me. So I'm ready to teach a new form of language arts. I'm here to help him get funding, help him get supporters, help people to realize that my series, Backs Against the Wall, I want people to realize all of our backs against the wall. Right here in this meeting tonight, in the police department, I don't care how high or how low you go, your back is against the wall right now. Stop waiting for it to get to your front door before you try to tackle the solution. They call me Black Rain Ted Foster, and I'm gonna bring the rain. It's the creator's rule and the creator's reign. Stop the violence. If we can stop the violence, we can probably address and tackle all these other issues that we've been dealing with for so long. But the violence has people scared. They don't want to activate themselves. I live in a city, but I had to get over that. Ace Nation, this is a 1-year-old child. Once again, I didn't know the ramifications of it. Come to find out it's a distant relative. I'm tired of burying my relatives over violence. The last one, Divine Legacy. I'm a part of, and I'm trying to create a Divine Legacy with my brother here. And with probably a lot of other these people sitting here, we all want change. You want change. You try to make change. One person cannot do it alone. Our backs are against the wall. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Foster. And our last speaker for tonight is Mr. Levi Hunter. Mr. Hunter, could you please step forward and give us your name and residential address, please?
So my name is Levi Hunter, 2414 H Street, Northwest, Canton, Ohio, 44708. I just want to hit a couple of points real quick. I ain't here to round up the crowd or nothing. I'm just like he just said, it all starts with the youth. First of all, only way to bridge the gap is to get some programs out there. We have no programs for these kids. The only thing they got to do is life in the streets. They have nowhere to go. They have no funding, obviously. What happened to the funding? We don't know. We all got control of all the funding. They supposed to have summer camps, no swimming pools. They have absolutely nothing to do with it. Destructive. Self-destruction. So what we're embedding our children is what you guys are embedding in us. Nothing. We have absolutely nothing to give the people. We've been sitting around protesting for days. Protest is over. We're done with that. Now what's the next step? We need another step. It's like we're at a standstill. No changes have happened. Nothing has been made. You guys have put forth absolutely no effort into building the community. And you guys are the city council. And the comments that I heard that you guys were making last week was like ridiculous, absurd. Like you guys are supposed to take care of the community. All these killings is going on because of you guys. It's not us. We're not killing the community. You guys are killing the community if you don't build the community. If you guys don't build the community, what do you think we're gonna do? Destroy the community. We have absolutely nothing. That's it. Absolutely nothing. I'm not here to just pinpoint stuff and drag it all around, but I don't got time for that. I got another important meeting to be at. Just trying to bring some funding into the community. A couple little programs. Because we don't have enough money to build big programs. So we take our money now and we build little programs. As a unit coalition of Canton, we go down to the southeast end of Canton every Friday until we run out of funding to feed those kids. Groups of kids. Whether Sam came down, you came down and support us, groups of kids. Down in Jacksonville, back there in that big field, Cooling Hill, and that big field, where the shootings that happened at, there's nothing there. Absolutely nothing. So whoever ward that is, I believe that's your ward. That's y'all spent all that money on that one part was a waste of time. Nobody even indulges in that one part. That community center y'all got, only thing that it offers is basketball. There's no educational program. There's nothing inside that. There's no program. Programs. We gotta reprogram our youth to redirect our youth. If we don't bring no program, we cannot reprogram. That's all. I don't want to keep going. Y'all got it. That's all I'm saying. I'm still at the next meeting. Appreciate y'all letting me give y'all my time. I'll leave.
Thank you, Mr. Hunter. We are now under informal resolutions, and we have 6 for this evening. Mr. Clerk, would you please read resolution number 33 by title?
Authorize direct agency direction to open one or more purchase orders, total amount not to exceed $48,500 for new customer service counters for building and code department.
Leader?
I'm sorry, I was caught up in the moment.
I move we adopt resolution number 33.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt informal resolution number 33. Are there any remarks? Hearing none by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and resolution number 33 is adopted. Resolution number 34, please.
Authorize the direct service director to open one more purchase order, total amount not to exceed $47,751.50, 6th Street Southwest Storm Sewer Repair.
Leader?
President, I move number 34.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt informal resolution number 34. Are there any remarks? Hearing none by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and resolution number 34 is adopted. Resolution number 35, please.
Authorize appointment of Ms. Georgia Baxter to the Canton Architectural Review Board commencing 8/10/20 to 12/31/20.
Leader?
President, I move we adopt resolution number 35.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt informal resolution number 35. Are there any remarks? Hearing none by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, motion carries, and resolution number 35 is adopted. Resolution number 36, please.
Authorize appointment of Mr. Stuart Kraft, Canton Construction Board commencing 8/10/12/31.
Leader?
President, I move we adopt resolution number 36.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt informal resolution number 36. Are there any remarks? Hearing none by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and resolution number 36 is adopted. Resolution number 37, please.
Authorize appointment of Mr. Darren Elliott to Canton Construction Board commencing 8/10/20 to 12/31/20.
Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt resolution number 37.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt informal resolution number 37. Are there any remarks? Hearing none by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and resolution number 37 is adopted. Resolution number 38, please.
Authorize reappointment of Mr. Shine as clerk and assistant planning board commencing 8/10/20 to 5/30/22.
Later.
President, I move we adopt resolution number 38.
Second. It's been moved and seconded that you adopt in formal resolution number 38. Are there any remarks?
Mr. President, I would just like not to have anything against anyone who's been appointed or reappointed, that we are taking into consideration of diversifying some of these boards, whether it be more females or more minorities. But, you know, as we keep talking about making changes, that's one of the places to start, is letting the residents of Canton feel like they're part of something. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Hall. Are there any additional remarks? Hearing none, by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and resolution number 38 is adopted. We're now under communications. Let the journal show that all communications are received as read. We are now under ordinances and formal resolutions for their first reading. Mr. Clerk, would you please begin with ordinance number 1?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service, to convey city-owned real property no longer needed for municipal purposes to the Canton Community Improvement Corporation and declaring the same to be an emergency for the community and economic development. Number 2, an ordinance amending appropriations ordinance number 59/2020 declaring the same to be an emergency for finance. Number 3, an ordinance approving and accepting the replat of lots 36455, 36456, 36457, declaring the same to be an emergency for public safety thoroughfares. Number 4, ordinance approving and accepting the replat of lots 22189, part of lot 22190, declared the same to be an emergency referred to public safety and thoroughfares. Number 5, an ordinance amending chapter 1107 Architectural Review Board of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code of Codified Ordinance of Canton, referred to judiciary. Number 6, an ordinance amending sections 1187.06 signs exempt from permit requirements, 1187.07 general regulations, and 1187.13 sign regulations by type, electronic message units, digital display, and Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code Codified Ordinance of Canton. Refer to judiciary. Number 7, an ordinance amending chapter 1131 definitions in section 1148.11 sale of merchandise, food items, and other items outside of the structure of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code of the Codified Ordinance of Canton. Refer to judiciary. Number 8, ordinance amending chapters 1153 outdoor dining areas and sidewalk cafes of Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code of the Codified Ordinance of Canton. Refer to judiciary. Number 9, ordinance authorizing the auditor to pay a more obligation amount not to exceed $8,037.97 to Dell Marketing LP, declaring the same to be an emergency for finance. Number 10, ordinance authorizing the mayor and director of public safety to enter into contract with the purchase of cloud storage for the police department to alternatively enter into contract for said purchase in accordance with any procurement process authorized by law, declaring the same to be an emergency for finance. Number 11, ordinance authorizing the mayor and director of public safety to enter an agreement for and accept $16,800 in grant funds from the Ohio Office of Criminal Justice Services for the 2019 Project Safe Neighborhood Grant, authorizing the auditor to create 2794 Project Safe Neighborhood Grant Fund. Alternatively, authorize the mayor or director of public safety to enter into contract with the purchase of cameras and hardware for the Wi-Fi network in accordance with any Ohio Revised Code. We can't codify ordinances, amending appropriation ordinance number 59/20, the same to be an emergency referred to finance. 12, an ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public safety to accept the 2020 cops hiring program grant 2020-UM-WX-0159, authorizing the auditor to create the 2798-2020 cops hiring program grant 2020-UM-WX-0159 fund and appropriation ordinance number 59/2020, declaring the same to be an emergency for the finance. 13, ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public Service to enter into all agreements necessary to transfer property outlined in Exhibit A to Stark Area Regional Transit Authority pursuant to ORC Sections 306.36 and 163 TSEQ for a price of $100,000 for the property and an additional $200,000 to relocate and rebuild the Crenshaw Park shelter and to enter into any easement needed for said project, authorizing the mayor, director of public service, and/or Canton Park Board to receive said funds, advertise, see bids, award, enter into all contracts necessary to move and reconstruct the shelter, to enter into all contracts necessary for said move, utilize the name process authorized by law, then the appropriation ordinance number 59/2020, declaring the same to be an emergency for finance from Parks and Recreation. Number 14, ordinance authorizing the mayor, the director of public service, to enter into change order number 2 and final, Central Allied Enterprises, Inc., in amount not to exceed $44,727.13, 2019 city paving program, Phase 3, Madison Avenue South Resurfacing Project, GP 1308, declaring the same to be an emergency for finance. 15, an ordinance amending appropriation ordinance number 59/2020, declaring the same to be an emergency for finance. President.
This time, the chair would declare an in-house recess for Finance Committee to be in regards to ordinance number 15 on your agenda this evening. You are now in recess.
Mr. President,
Member Bureau.
it is 7:40. We'll call finance to order. We have an ordinance amending appropriation ordinance number 59/2020 and declaring the same to be an emergency.
Chairman, thank you. This is Jim Adams from the Health Department. We've received additional funding for public health preparedness, not specifically for COVID, but for other emergency preparedness. And we need to allocate that money so that we can properly spend it towards intended purposes. We appreciate the consideration given on first reading.
Okay, does anybody have any questions on this? Seeing none, we'll sign it out. It's 7:41. That concludes finance.
Council is reconvening after the recess. Leader.
Mr. President, I move to suspend Rule 22A and add ordinance 15 back to the agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to suspend Rule 22A to place ordinance number 15 back on this evening's agenda. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Shulman.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Gabrielle.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
12 yeas, Mr. President.
The motion carries and ordinance number 15 is a legal part of your agenda. Leader Smuggler.
Mr. President, I move we suspend statutory 3 readings of ordinance number 15.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to suspend the statutory rules on ordinance number 15. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smuggler.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Shulman.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Gabrielle.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
12 yeas.
You've heard the 3 readings. Leader.
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 15.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 15. Are there any remarks under this ordinance? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smuggler.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Shulman.
Aye.
Hawk.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
12 yeas, Mr. President.
The motion carries and ordinance number 15 is adopted. We are now under ordinances and formal resolutions for their second reading. Mr. Clerk, please begin with ordinance number 16.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to apply for, enter into agreement for, and receive fair housing partnership funds from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Authorizing the auditor to create a 2020 phase partnership grant fund. Authorizing the mayor or director of public service to enter into all professional necessary to allow for effective operation of the program during the grant period through the process in the codified ordinances or the Ohio Revised Code, amended appropriation ordinance number 2020, declaring the same as the ordinance. Number 17, ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to enter into special service contract with Arcadis for engineering services through structural evaluation phase of the Cromwell Reservoir project in an amount not to exceed $158,205, enter into an agreement to Ohio Water Development Authority for a planned loan in the amount not to exceed $258,205, fund engineering services, authorizing the auditor to establish the 5242 Cromwell Reservoir Improvement Project Fund, execute professional services contract in the case of the amount not to exceed $258,205, then incorporation ordinance number 59/2020, for the same to be an emergency. Number 18, ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to enter and change order number 2 for excavating, Inc. in amount not to exceed $140,000 for the Alton Cancer Center Public Utilities Relocation Project, GP 1324, change order number 2, declaring the same engagement.
We are now under ordinances and formal resolutions for their third, final reading and vote. Mr. Clerk, please begin with ordinance number 19.
An ordinance adopting the city of Canton alternative tax budget for fiscal year ending December 31, 2021, and declaring the same to be an emergency.
Leader?
President, I move we adopt ordinance number 19.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 19. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smuggler.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Showman.
Aye.
Hall. Aye. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
12 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 19 is adopted. Ordinance number 20, please.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to enter into an easement agreement with East Ohio Gas Company, DBA Dominion Energy Ohio, for the installation of a gas pipeline and declaring the same to be an emergency.
Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adopt ordinance number 20.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 20. Are there any remarks? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smuggler.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Showman.
Aye.
Hall. Aye. Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
12 yeas, Mr. President.
Motion carries and ordinance number 20 is adopted. Ordinance number 21, please.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor, director of public service to enter into special services contract with Burgess and Knight for engineering services, enter into agreement with the Ohio Water Development Authority for a planning loan in amount not to exceed $2,670,000, authorizing the auditor to create 5241 Sugar Creek Water Treatment Plant Renovation Project Fund, amending appropriation ordinance number 59/2020, declaring the same to be an emergency.
Leader?
President, I move we adopt ordinance number 21.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 21. Are there any remarks?
President,
Leader Smuggler?
I move that we amend ordinance number 21 by the amendment before everybody in the city council.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to amend ordinance 21. Further copy before each of you. Are there any remarks? Hearing none by voice vote, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Leader Smuggler.
Mr. President, I move that we adopt ordinance number 21 as amended.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adopt ordinance number 21 as amended. Are there any remarks under this ordinance as amended? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Smuggler.
Aye.
Bath. Aye. Showman.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Gaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Hall.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
12 ayes, Mr. President.
The motion carries and ordinance number 21 as amended has been adopted. We are now under announcement of committee meetings.
Mr. President, that'll be 6 o'clock.
The joint economic will be at 6 o'clock, 2 weeks.
Thank you, Member Ferguson.
August 24th.
Mr. President,
The rules committee will
Member
also,
Smith.
the rules committee will also be the same time, same station, same place.
Thank you, Member Smith. Member Merrill.
Finance will meet same time, same place.
Thank you, Member Merrill.
Mr. President,
Member
Public
Schiffo.
Safety and Public Safety and Thoroughfares Committee will meet same time, same place.
Thank you, Member Kimbrough.
Judiciary.
Yes, I'm sorry. Judiciary.
She called it out.
Okay. Thank you, Member Schulman. And Parks and Recreation.
Parks and Rec, same time, same place.
Thank you, Member Hall. We are now under miscellaneous business. Is there any miscellaneous business for this evening? Member Ferguson.
Yeah, I would like to ask Mike Crawford to come in and give us an update on what's going on with the Hall of Fame project. Just like to know, keep up to date on it.
I'm sure we can arrange that, Member Ferguson. Thank you.
President,
Member Smith.
on behalf of Lady H, the family would like to thank Mayor and all of council members for their support, during their time of sorrow and sympathy. We greatly appreciated all that everyone did.
Thank you, Member Smith. Leader.
Mr. President, as most of you know already, there was a member of last Wednesday's audience that tested positive for COVID-19. I promise you, Member Scaglione was in his seat, Member Hawk was sitting behind me, and I was sitting where Member Smith was, and I did not eat until everybody else left the room, and I walked out of the office. After speaking with Jim Adams, he doesn't believe that any threat was posed at this point in time for health purposes, what happened here Wednesday. I have a question though, and I was intrigued, because Councilman Casser years ago and I used to argue about this constantly. Mayor, who handles the programming at the Field Coleman Center?
The programming at the Phil Coleman Center is scheduled and organized by the Parks and Recreation Department.
Sometimes, somewhere, Member Smith, and this is what Councilman Casser and I used to argue about. I'm 65, I'll admit it. I don't know what people necessarily want to see. They may want to see what these two gentlemen have to offer, or anybody else has to offer. And I would not be afraid to have a positive meeting instead of some of the meetings we've just been through, where we can take a vote in the community and say, hey, what would you like to see here? Something that we're not doing. Because, and you may do this, I don't know, but I know, fortunately or unfortunately, sometimes time passes us for what's important to the public at that particular time.
Mr. President,
Member
I would
Smith.
like to address that, and I don't really understand or know what Ms. Levi wanted. There are many, many programs that are already in place at the Southeast Community Center. Right now, we got COVID-19 going on. What he do not see is that it is not open to the public for safety reasons. But after this is lifted, he's welcome to come down and see the programs that are already in place. And we have no problem with new programs. And I would like to talk to the young man before we leave to just see what we can do to help him. And not to go off subject, we have Ham and Nails sitting back there. And we have already discussed getting together with some of the protesters, the young people, so that Ham and Nails could help them to further doing some of the things that they would like to do. I really like your idea, you know, so I hope that we'll be able to help you to do something. So if you don't mind staying, but I really was sort of like floored with Mr. Levi and what he said, but he really just don't know what's going on in the city or the Southeast Community Center.
I was floored too, and I sat here, but always love change.
And they're not the only ones that are saying what we don't have to offer. They really just don't know. That's all.
Councilman Hall, if I could suggest something to, if you have anybody that wants to serve on the boards, I'm sure the mayor would love to see that, because our biggest problem is trying to find people that want to commit time.
Sure, I can find him. But I'm gonna say one more thing about what is being said. I agree with Member Smith about the Southeast Community Center, but we left out two other corridors.
Three other corridors.
Three. Southeast takes care of Southeast and Southwest a little, because we also have Babe Stern. But we do have two other areas that kids that just don't have a way to get to the Southeast. So there is other ways we have to keep helping, but I agree, because I've been to the Southeast. I mean, this summer was different, but, yeah.
Right.
There is a change.
Same thing goes, if you can figure out something, I think we'll all be willing to listen. The last thing we want to happen is, and I understand about COVID-19, I'm not poo-pooing this, but I think that there's other areas all over the community. And that reminds me of one other subject. All you ward councilmen who want or have neighborhood project ideas, this is the time you should be getting back to the administration, because there are some council people working on these ideas. And there was money set aside with the issue. Please do something in the different neighborhoods throughout the community. And this is the time. I went to a meeting today, more than happy, I'm sure the mayor's more than happy to listen to any projects that we may have to help, not only the youth, but to help give everybody something they want to do.
Thank you, Leaders Butler. Is there anything else under miscellaneous business for this evening?
Oh, yes. The Reason Rules Committee was called based on COVID-19 and the rest of the term. Councilman Smith wants to run by you as Rules Chairman and myself as Majority Leader about sticking with every other week for the rest of the term. This will be a discussion. It's not cast in stone. but the administration assured me that we are not going to pass everything under first reading. We're going to talk about everything, and we will try to work this out, because there still are issues in this community, as we saw posted on the internet. I'm trying to work through them. I promised you Wednesday night I didn't let a soul in here who didn't have a face mask on. And I would hope that that happens at City Hall on a regular basis. I know the mayor believes it, and I do too. So, we're gonna talk about going to every other week for the rest of the term. Anybody has any negative or positive feelings, please get with the chairperson, Member Smith, and tell her how you feel about it. Thank you.
Mr. President, I have
Thank you, Majority Leader, Member
one
Smith.
thing to clarify. When, Mr. Levi mentioned about feeding the kids, the mayor, myself, the Urban League, Mercer Medical, we did not just feed the kids, we fed families for days, and this went on like every week. So I just wanted the record to show that we just didn't feed the kids. We appreciate them feeding the kids, but we fed families, and part of those kids probably was part of the family. And they got fed food and personal hygiene and disinfectants every week. We also ventured out into other neighborhoods where we had Jason to come with us, and we were in all of the ward areas. So it wasn't just the southeast end. In fact, we was in Kevin's ward also. And that was something that we did, and we did that for at least, 3 months, and we did it every week. So I just wanted the record to show that too.
Thank you, Member Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. President. Member Scaglione.
Yes, to that, Member Smith, thank you for, seeing that did get done. I know I was there, I missed a few people that day, but those people did get a very nice array of things, hand sanitizers, cleaning products for their houses, food. I think it was very well organized and a very good effort that was put forth in our community. And from what I've heard through the community, everybody greatly appreciated it. So I think that the things that we have done have made a difference. We need to do as much as we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Scaglione. Clerk Dockery, our quote for the week, please.
Freedom is not a statement. It is an act. It is not some enchanted garden perched high on a distant plateau where we can finally sit and rest. Freedom is a continuous action we all must take, and each generation must do its part to create an even more fair, more just society. U.S. Representative John Lewis.
Thank you, Clerk Dockery. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adjourn.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. Mr. Clerk, roll call vote, please.
Smucker.
Aye.
Babcock. Aye. Shulman.
Aye.
Paul.
Aye.
Kimbrough.
Aye.
Scaglione.
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Paul.
Aye.
Merrill.
Aye.
Ferguson.
Aye.
Morris.
Aye.
12 years, Mr. President.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming this evening.